wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than this. Cause after all the partying and smashing and
Hi, I'm Ann Donahue. I'm senior editor at Billboard, and thank you so much for joining us today for our live Q&A sponsored by Virgin Mobile. Today's guest is B.o.B. The Atlanta native is in town for the VMAs. And what we want you to do is to ask him some questions using Twitter. So you have to go to Twitter, go to hashtag #BBLiveChat, and then I will read those questions to my man here on our Virgin Mobile device. Thank you so much for joining us.
Likewise.
So tell me what's going on with the VMAs. Were you just rehearsing today?
With the VMAs, I actually haven't rehearsed yet.
You haven't? It's
Have
Sunday.
not
Dude.
rehearsed yet. I know, like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're just going to get up there and wing it?
So, yeah, I'm just going to get up there and freestyle something. See what happens.
Are you excited about it? I mean, you have 5 nominations. It's your first time on the big stage.
Very excited. You know, really just, you know, like with all award shows, like it's just good to be there and to be able to mingle with, you know, other people who, you know, in the same job field, you know, in the same workplace, in one building. You know, it's just really a memorable experience, really.
Do you have a favorite moment from watching the VMAs in the past that you think was fun?
Really, like, my memories of the VMAs, you know, since, you know, I was a kid to now, it's just, it seems like it's a very fun night. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very long night. Unfortunately, I have an early flight, so I won't sleep probably.
This may be getting ahead of ourselves, but do you have an acceptance speech planned or anything?
No, I don't know what I'm going to, I don't want to know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to go up there and wing that too.
Do you think it's bad luck?
I think, I don't know, like, I'm just the type of guy where I like to freestyle stuff. So I just want it to be in the moment when I do it.
Mm-hmm. Very cool, man. All right, let's get to some of your Twitter questions. This first one comes from Twitter user Ms. Bobby Ray.
Mrs. Bobby Ray.
Ms. M-I-Z-Z, Bobby
Ms.
Ray. How do you choose the artists that you collaborate with?
The artists that I collaborate with and choosing them, really, it comes from, like, for example, let's say you're an artist and we were in the office. I may run into you. Or not an office, maybe a club or a movie theater or
wherever.
A restaurant. I don't know. You may run into somebody, and sometimes if the schedules allow it, you know, we can get in the studio. Or it's really just about coordinating it. That's the hardest thing.
Logistics. And,
yes, because, you know, really, if I could work with every artist, like, there's so many artists I want to work with. But
that's actually Ms. Bobby Ray's next question. Who's on your wish list?
Who's on my wish list? Man, really everybody. I really, honestly, like if just everybody that I've run into, and, you know, especially artists you run into multiple times, like, you know, running into David Banner a lot. You know, I've been on tour with Lupe a lot. And just different situations. But I don't know, like, all of the features on my album, I didn't necessarily intend on, it wasn't necessarily like a wish list. Of course, Paramore was always on my list, but I never really kept like a long wish list of artists to work with. But they
How
just
did it come together with Rivers for Magic?
For Magic, that was more so like a fusion between, like, hip hop and pop, I guess. And for me, the challenge for me was to really take the feel of it and kind of bring it into my world and kind of make it me, as opposed to me just being on a pop song. And it's funny because I actually met him for the first time on stage performing Magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So how do you, I mean, obviously, and you've mentioned this in your work with Haley, too, there's a lot of technology that goes on here.
Yes, I'm actually a hologram. I'm not even really here.
You look really lifelike.
I know.
That's amazing.
You can touch it. It feels real.
So does it happen where you're doing this stuff online, or how do you kind of get together to share the music?
Well, really, it kind of stems from, it could come from a plethora of things. Like, for example, you know, someone could have a song idea and, you know, they could play it for somebody and it could just develop and become a song, and, you know, everybody could put their parts on it. Or it could just be freestyle, just something spontaneous, which has to happen with every artist in the studio. Or it could be, you know, a remake, It could be an interpolation. And the thing about it is, it's all about just the organic energy. Like when you're really in the studio with somebody, you get that organic energy, and every so often you get that really good chemistry to where you don't have to be in the studio. You could be on the other side of the galaxy and make a song, and it will still work.